Good morning. It's time for Two Guys on Sports. I'm Larry Hazel.
I'm Dick Olson. Good morning, Larry.
Good morning, Dick. And Two Guys on Sports brought to us by All Motor Performance, Opelt Avenue, Neillsville, Segway UTVs, forged for the future. Also, Braun Concrete and Excavating. Lasting, reliable, and quality concrete requires Braun. And Jeff Holthouse, State Farm Insurance Agent, a new sponsor for our show.
Yeah, Jeff just down the road from us here. Him and Mr. Rain.
Yes,
Jason,
he's also opened
Rain.
a office in Marshfield.
Okay, well, good for him.
Yes.
Yeah, I've met Mr. Holthouse just once, and he's like a very nice
Very
man.
nice guy. Yes, very nice. All right, before we begin, I got to give our deepest sympathy and prayers out to the family of Mr. Bob Meyer, who passed away earlier this week.
Bob, of course, as you know, Larry, had been in the radio business a long, long time with WDLB in Marshfield and the State Agriculture Network. And sadly, Bob passed away Tuesday and having a heart attack while he volunteered.
Yeah.
Something that he did a lot of.
Yes, he
so,
did.
But
Yeah.
Loyal High School football and basketball games will never be out the same without Bob Meyer doing the PA.
I said in the years that I've been doing broadcasting games, I don't think anybody's done the PA in Loyal besides him.
Yeah. Maybe Joe Anderson a little bit on the basketball. But yeah, Bob Meyer has been in that football booth a long time.
Yeah,
So.
it'd be strange without him.
Absolutely.
Being the PA guy.
Yeah, so our deepest sympathies to his wife Connie and their family.
Yes, indeed. All right, so we'll get into it here this morning. Talking a little bit about basketball and wrestling. Let's just kind of recap, get everybody caught up here as we get back into the swing of things after the holidays. By the way, Happy New Year to everybody.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we've
Our
been off a little bit, so
we could say Happy New Year, Merry Christmas, and everything.
We could be a little rusty in that too.
All right, so let's go first of all to the Clarabelle Conference for girls basketball as they get back into action tonight. In Neillsville, 5-0, going on a 90-game winning streak in that Eastern Clarabelle Conference. And then things get a little closer as Owen Withee and Columbus Catholic both 4-1.
And tonight, Columbus is going to be at Owen Withee, and that will be who takes over pretty much will have the hold on second place in the Eastern Clarabelle.
Yes, indeed. Both have pretty similar overall records as well, both with 9 wins.
And Neillsville is at Loyal. Loyal only has 2 losses too. Very young team, but I don't think it's a team Neillsville can afford to overlook. So,
right. So. And Gilman's right there at 3-2 as well.
Yep.
Spencer surprisingly 1-4.
Yeah, I thought they'd be better than that. I don't know, just struggling out of the gate. But Greenwood, we see Greenwood at I believe 0-4, is it?
0-5.
0-5. But I want to know they had a non-conference game right before Christmas, Larry.
Yeah.
And Tatum Travis set a new Greenwood girls scoring record with 38 points in that victory over Cornell that day.
I did see that, yeah.
So
congratulations to her.
to Tatum. She's a senior, one of the better ball players in the Eastern Clarabelle, and she's played 4 years now, and she's had a great career at Greenwood.
Did she set the record for rebounds in a
2.
career?
Yeah. I believe she broke Tyson Littner's, too. That's who Tyson Littner had it last year. I believe Tatum broke it this year.
All right. So. Well, yeah, congratulations to the girls there. Colby 0-5 as well in the Eastern Clarabelle. In the West, McDonald Central 5-0, Regis 4-1, and then Bloomer, Elk Mound, and Fall Creek all 3-2.
Yeah, it's going to be a battle right to the end with McDonald and Regis. So both very good ball clubs. And I'll tell you what, this is setting up going to be a heck of a sectional over there. Because you're going to have Regis, McDonald, Fall Creek, and Neillsville all fighting out for one berth to go to state.
Wow.
So, but you could almost see the 4 sectional teams. I don't know if it'll work out that way, but on paper it looks like those are the 4 best teams in that sectional. So
I've seen a couple of them. I haven't seen Fall Creek, but they're coming.
they
had a makeup game.
Yeah, they were supposed to be in Neillsville Tuesday night, and of course, with the ice and everything, now it got canceled. I've been interested. They've got a few more losses than they've had in the past, so I think they took a little bit of a hit on graduation. But Coach Martzke's got a pretty good program going there, and he's probably getting some youngsters just getting going full tilt now. So watch out for them in the second half. So.
You bet. Neillsville Loyal, by the way, tonight on 92.7 WPKG, and that Columbus Catholic at Owen Withee game is on 1450 AM, 98.7 FM, WDLB tonight. So there you go. All right, for the boys, we see. Well, let's stay with the girls. I forgot about the Merowoods Conference, the South.
Yeah,
where Stratford having a heck of a year. They're 6-0 in that conference.
Just got a loss. I believe it must have been a non-conference loss. But they're they before last week they were ranked number 1 in D4.
Yeah, they took over Neillsville's spot.
They're down to fourth this week, but. They've had a fine season. They already have a win over Assumption. And they have got terrific game tonight, and this is a makeup from the game Tuesday night. Stratford at Auburndale.
Okay.
And Auburndale, gave Nielsville quite a tussle. And then Monday night, they gave Owen Withey a pretty good beating up there. I believe it was 49-29.
29, yeah.
So that should be a heck of a battle tonight over at Auburndale. So
Yeah, don't look past Auburndale.
Oh, good. No, they're good. And like we said, they're still fairly young. There are a lot of juniors on that team. But that is going to be a heck of a battle. And, you still got Assumption lurking there, too, because
And
they're
Marathon.
plenty young. And Marathon, too.
They're 3-2 in that conference.
Absolutely. So.
All right, and then we have the Wisconsin Valley Conference girls. Wisconsin Rapids at 3-0.
Yeah, it's kind of surprising there. I mean, when you think of Wisconsin Rapids, you don't think of girls basketball.
No.
Spash actually is rated in the state number 8.
Okay.
So Coach Janelle McCarville over there. But, they've got a home game tomorrow night with Marshfield. And then Rapids has a big one with DC Everest coming up tomorrow night, too. So, and that's in Rapids. So.
Okay. All right. So, things starting to shape up a little bit as far as conference
and
races.
We're going to have a lot of games coming up, Larry, because now just about every team in the area has got 2 makeup games now, too.
Mother Nature not...
You've not really been real happy.
No, especially on game night.
Yeah.
Especially on game night. All right, let's go to the boys in the Clarabelle Conference. How about those Spencer Rockets?
Man,
on the boys' side?
120 points against I didn't go back
Against
and watch
Abbotsford.
that game, but I should. But, 120-98. That's got to be one of the highest scoring games in this area that I've ever seen. So
we got the update from my wife who came with us to Marathon for the game, and she said 120 points. We're like, that's got to be – you almost got to score every time up and down for high school ball.
And I didn't see the stats on it, but I'd like to know how many threes they had, too. But
because apparently it wasn't – Abbotsford actually had the more threes in that game.
Auburndale has such a great insight. Spencer, has such a great insight with Beslick,
But it wasn't Beslick that was the guy. It was McCone. Mathers
Mathers
McCone had
McCone.
40 points.
Yeah. And where did he come from?
Yeah.
Because, against Loyal, it was Wes Neiman and Noah Anderson who were the scorers.
Yeah.
Beslick, I did not hit double figure. So, obviously, Coach Jennings has got something going with the other guys. And everybody's concentrating on Sam Beslick, and the other guys are coming forward. So, too bad Tuesday night they would have had a game against Spencer. I mean, Columbus.
Yeah, that would have been.
Yeah, that would have been the battle of 2 unbeatens in the conference. And Spencer has cracked the rankings in D4. They are number 8.
Oh, okay.
11-0.
Well, yeah. But on the other side of that, Abbotsford didn't do too bad either. 98 points.
Yeah. Coach Rao has got a push in the ball. I'll tell you that. They missed the meeting on defense.
I guess. Yeah.
But, that D4 rankings, you got number 5, Marathon, who's a nice ball club.
We saw them, yep.
Yeah, Fall Creek, 6th, Regis, 7th, Spencer, 8th. So, pretty good local representation in D4. So
yeah, and you look at this Clarabelle East for the boys.
Yeah.
Spencer is a team that we really, we thought they'd be good, but maybe not this good. And then you got Columbus Catholic, Owen Withey, Loyal, and Neelsville.
Yeah, I thought Spencer would be good enough to be at least in the top 4.
Yeah.
But I didn't think they'd crack the top 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought, anywhere Columbus, Neelsville, and Loyal. And I still think that's going to play out, but I'll tell you what, nobody can overlook these guys. I'll tell you that right now.
No.
And Loyal did, and Loyal took up in the dome. So Loyal's already got a loss against them. By the way, D5, Columbus is 5th, Loyal 6th this week. Columbus had been number 1, but took 2 losses down at the Rick Majerus tournament and dropped back to 5th. So,
played some pretty good teams down there.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, there's no doubt about it. But and that's probably why they didn't drop very far either.
Right.
On Loyal's side of the thing, they went up to Chippewa Falls McDonald, beat Turtle Lake, who was ranked 6th in D5, and also knocked off McDonald at home. So, and McDonald, pretty decent team this year. So, looks like the Greyhounds are rounding into shape too.
Yeah, like I said, it's going to be an interesting Eastern Clarabelle Conference boys basketball.
Yeah, every
race.
night out, there's going to be 1 or 2 games that are really going to be big. So,
and like you said, there's a couple of makeup games coming up. So, it won't be decided for a little while yet.
So,
also for the boys in the Merriwood Conference South. For the boys, what do we got there?
Okay.
We got a battle.
Yeah, tonight it's pretty much all crossovers. You got Marathon at Athens, Edgar at Abbotsford, Auburndale at Rib Lake, which should be a nice ball game. Assumption at Prentice, Newman at Chequamegon, and then Stratford at Phillips. So.
All right, and Marathon holds that top spot in that Merriwood South, and they're kind of heads and shoulders above.
Yeah, I think so.
Right now.
Auburndale, I thought would be a little better than they are, but
They lost some.
They lost some good people. They lost some height. Is what they did.
That's what they did.
Yeah, they have most of their backcourt back, but they lost all their big Marathon. Very well rounded. Several guys not overly tall like they when they had Warren, but got like 6'3", 6'4", 6, and they're all very long, and they really make it hard to score on.
Yeah, very good team over there in Marathon. For the Wisconsin Valley Conference for the boys, Marshfield and Stevens Point 2-0. They were to have met Tuesday night, but they're going to make that game up tomorrow night.
Yep, over at Marshfield, so that'll be the game to watch there. So
that'll be on 92.3 WOSQ tomorrow night.
And then you got Rapids at DC Everest, and then Wausau West at Wausau East. So
all right, so that's what's happening in boys and girls basketball. Just kind of getting you updated on that. And then high school wrestling, they're going to kind of finally get into the conference schedule.
Yeah, absolutely. The NGLers are up at Colfax, I believe.
Colfax, yep.
And that is a triangular with Bloomer Colfax and Stanley Boyd tonight up at and that'll be a good match. I don't know much about Bloomer Colfax, but Stanley Boyd's got some nice wrestlers. Willie Graham is ranked number 2 in the state in Division III at 215, and then they've got a couple other kids that are ranked also. So should be a good battle.
I tell you, their girls team is
very good.
Very
too.
good.
Yeah,
they took first at a tournament over the holidays.
Yeah, so
had a lot of top placers in that tournament.
So they're a good ball club. Yeah, wrestling. We're not playing ball, but they're a team to watch out for there. So, but
what about the matchup over in Cadott?
Cadott I might be down. Cadott's really young this year, but it should be still good. They fill out a roster.
Okay,
and that's what Cadott has over everybody else. It seems like they fill out all the way. Fill out all the way. It's Josh Spaeth, the head coach up there, does a great job, and Cadott. I still think Cadott is probably the best team in the conference. So,
okay, they have Abbotsford Colby and Spencer Columbus.
Yeah,
Granton
Abby
tonight.
Colby with some nice wrestlers that are ranked in the state. Matt Jekyll, who is 8th at 144, and then Tristan Smazel is 5th at 132. And then they also have a couple of upper weights also. But so they're a pretty good team too. But, Spencer Columbus has a lot of nice kids, but very young.
Yeah,
they are going to be a force. Coach Jake up there has got numbers back up. He had really struggled with numbers for a long time.
Is he getting any help from Granton? Do you know?
I don't know about that, but Columbus and they when at first with the Granton thing it was the Wyatt Carl, and I don't know if anybody else really went up there. I haven't seen their list, but so.
All right, other Cloverville Conference wrestling matches tonight. There's one in Altoona that has Elk Mound, Regis Altoona, and Thorpe Owen Withy up there along with McDonald.
And Raw very strong this year.
Okay.
They've got Drayton Kren is number 1 106-pounder in D2, and then they also have some other kids that are ranked. And, of course, we've talked about this. Drayton Kren with Nilsel behind him because his dad, Kenny, was a lightweight for in the late 90s and 2000 for Nilsel Wrestling.
Okay.
So,
all right.
And Drayton's been wrestling a long time.
Yeah. Is he a senior now, or
no? I believe he's a freshman.
Oh, okay. Oh, he's just been wrestling a long time.
He's been wrestling a long time.
He's
one of those kids that I think as soon as he was potty trained, they put a singlet on him.
Wow. Okay. All right. So he's just a frashman and already ranked number 1.
Through the Crass wrestling thing, and he's done well. Very well.
Good name in that weight class.
Yeah, absolutely. Number 1 in D2.
Even though he's only a freshman.
Yeah. I did not see how he finished. I didn't look at the Northern Badger how he finished up there, but hopefully he did.
I think he did. I think he finished first.
Yes,
if I remember
think you're right.
looking at that. Yep. All right. Before we get into,
we should talk about this.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Just want to talk. There's some area girls.
Oh yes.
Ranked
yes,
too,
by all means.
Larry.
Yep.
Riley Hannaran from Black River Falls is first at 145.
Oh.
Erica Slesnikow from Marshfield, 5th at 138. Izzy Sonnentag from Cadott, 8th at 120. And Cassidy O'Connell from Raw is first at 100. And there's 3 major tournaments that I could find this weekend. You got the Blue Jay Invite. That's at Merrill. That's boys and girls. Abby Colby, Athens, Edgar Marathon, NGL, Stanley Boyd, Wausau East, Wausau West, and Rapids are there. The Fred Lurkey Invite at DC Everest, Assumption, Pacelli, Spash, Medford, Mosinee, Stratford, Raw, and Spencer Columbus. And then Cadott has an invitational where Cadott, Cornell, Thorpe, Phillips, Duran, and Holman. And I don't know if Holman's bringing their varsity or bringing their JV, but if they bring their varsity, that'll be Holman's tournament.
Yeah, look out.
Okay.
All right, where are they now? Let's get into that. We haven't had that for a while here on
All
the
right,
show.
speaking of wrestling, Larry,
Okay.
we're going to go up to Athens and talk about Mark Natzke. And Mark is a 1998 graduate of Athens High School. In the fall, Mark was a 3-year letter winner on the Athens football team. His sophomore year, Athens was 3-6 on the season. Mark carried the ball 14 times for 62 yards and 1 touchdown. On defense, he had 23 tackles. His junior year, the Blue Jays were 6-3 on the season, qualifying for the WIA Division VI playoffs, where they lost in Level 1 to Greenwood. Mark carried the ball 55 times for 315 yards and 2 touchdowns. On defense, he had 32 tackles and 1 pass interception. His senior year, Athens was 4-5 on the season. Mark carried the ball 61 times for 338 yards and 1 touchdown. On defense, he had 37 tackles and 2 pass interceptions. He was a second-team selection on the Merriwood Conference All-Conference defensive team. In the winter, Mark was a 4-year letter winner on the Blue Jay wrestling team. His freshman year, wrestling at 130 pounds, he was Merriwood Regional and Sectional Champion, qualifying for the WIA D3 state tournament, where he would pin Jeremy Muhlmans of Wrightstown to win the championship and finish with a record of 44-6. That year, Athens was also a team sectional champion, qualifying for the WIA D3 state team tournament, where they defeated Arcadia 52-8 for the championship. Mark's sophomore year, again wrestling at 130 pounds, he was Merriwood Regional and Sectional Champion, qualifying for the WIA D3 state tournament, where he would lose in the finals to Jeremy May of Crivets 12-5 to finish second, and with an overall record of 40 wins and 5 losses. His junior year, wrestling at 130 pounds, he was Merriwood Regional and Sectional Champion, qualifying for the WIA D3 state tournament, where he would lose in the finals to Josh Spaeth of Cadott 13-8. Spaeth, as we mentioned before, is now the highly decorated head wrestling coach at Cadott. Mark finished his season with a record of 39-2. His senior year, again wrestling at 130 pounds, he was Merriwood Regional and Sectional Champion, qualifying for the WIA Division III state tournament, where he pinned Aaron Groshek of Amherst to win the championship and finish the season with a record of 41 wins and 2 losses. For his career at Athens, Mark had a record of 164 wins and 15 losses, with 2 state championships and 2 state runner-ups. After graduation, Mark accepted an athletic scholarship to wrestle at NCAA Division II Mankato State. His freshman year, wrestling at 140 pounds, he was 11-6 with 2 pins and finished 7th at the Northern Sun Intercollegiate Conference Wrestling Tournament. His sophomore year, wrestling at 145 pounds, he was 13-8 with 3 pins and finished 5th at the NSIC tournament. His junior year, he was 7-4 with 1 pin before his season was ended because of injury. After his junior year, Mark transferred to UW-Stevens Point, but injuries prevented him from returning to wrestle. Mark graduated from UW-Stevens Point in 2003 with a degree in mathematics education. His first teaching job was at Iowa Grant High School in 2003, where he taught middle school math and was assistant coach for both the football and wrestling programs. He took over as head wrestling coach in 2008. During his tenure, he coached 2 state individual champs, and his 2012 team qualified for the D3 state team tournament. In 2019, Mark moved to Waunakee High School as a math teacher and head wrestling coach. His 2021 team qualified for the D1 state team tournament. Mark and his wife Stacy and their daughters Peyton and Hadley reside in Waunakee. Mark's brother Matt was also a 3-time high school state wrestling champ at Athens, and today is head wrestling coach at Wausau East High School and is also a math teacher, which to me, Larry, was very interesting. Both the Natzke brothers are math teachers, as was their mentor, Athens legend coach Jerry Wagner.
Oh, wow.
Jerry Wagner was a math teacher also.
See, there you go.
So they really followed him. So Mark Natzke, Larry.
There you go, Mark. Yeah. 164 wins.
Ain't that something? You know,
Wow.
and back in those days, they didn't wrestle as much as they do today.
Right.
I mean, today kids are getting 50 wins
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
crazy,
Yeah.
you know. So,
Yeah.
So, yeah, but
And
that was Athens in the day, too.
Oh, yes, yes. And we've said this before, that 100 wins in wrestling is like 1,000 points in basketball.
Absolutely. Yep.
So 164
wins that's bump it right up to 1,500.
Yeah.
We don't see a whole lot of them around.
No, you're right. All right, two guys on sports being brought to you by All Motor Performance in Neillsville, Braun Concrete and Excavating, and Jeff Holthaus, State Farm agent now with an office in Marshfield. And before I go on here to talk about football, I want to mention the Neillsville 6th grade boys basketball team traveled to La Crosse last weekend for the Great Northwest League Championship Tournament and won it. They finished 7-0 to finish as the champ.
This is a bunch of kids that we've talked about before, but they have been winning at every level since they come up. Now they're at the 6th grade level, and you see some of these kids. They carry. There's a Knutson boy and then an Aylen boy and Lucas Luchterhahn and a few others. There's a Geyer boy involved. Riccuti. Yep.
So
Hayden Paschal.
This is a team that you may want to watch out for because they could be a good one down the road.
And they seem like a bunch of kids who will stick together.
Yeah.
Hopefully,
So watch out for them.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so the college football playoff continues with the semifinals. One of them is tonight. It's the Fiesta Bowl in Glendale, Arizona. And an interesting matchup because you have the 10 seed against the 6 seed in Miami and Ole Miss.
Yeah, both teams have won 2 games coming in, and Miami, I thought, looked very good.
They did. Defensively, really good.
And quite honestly, Larry, I think that defense is going to make them the better team tonight against Ole Miss.
Yep.
And Ole Miss looks great. Losing
Lane Kiffin
didn't bother him a bit. Maybe it helped. You know what's sad about that? For every win Ole Miss gets, he's still getting bonus checks when he's sitting down at LSU collecting big money. But that's you got
to wonder how he feels. With them continuing to win without him as the head coach.
And his main assistant, Charlie Weiss Jr., is still coaching at Ole Miss. He's not moving until they're done.
Right.
So.
That game at 6:30 on ESPN. Yeah. You could also hear it on 92.3 FM WOSQ tonight. And then tomorrow night, it's the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl in Atlanta, where Oregon and Indiana meet second time this year.
Yeah, 30-20 the first time around. But I thought both teams looked great last weekend. But Indiana coming in with a bye, I thought looked very sharp.
They look like the real deal.
I said their defense is awesome, and then the quarterback seems to do whatever he is. Mendoza, and he seems to run enough just to keep it moving. And Coach Singetti has done a great job there. And
yes, he has.
I said right now, if I had to pick, I would pick Miami and Indiana.
That's what I would go with.
Yeah, I think they're the best 2 teams, and they're also the best 2 defensive teams.
Yes. So. Yep. All right, so that game tomorrow night as well at 6:30 on ESPN.
Should also mention NCAA Division III, Wisconsin River Falls defeating defending champ North Central of Illinois 24-14 Sunday night.
Did you watch that game at all?
Yes, I did.
Wasn't that something?
Yeah, very proud alumnus right here.
Okay, that's right. You went to River Falls. Yeah. But wow, I mean they got their
down.
Offense
they
is
got
awesome.
down, but Caleb Blaha.
That guy is deserved to be the player of the year.
Gagliardi Award, which is the D3 Heisman. He set a new college football record for total yards in a season, 6,189. He broke LSU's Joe Burrow's record of 2019 of 6,039. But he is awesome. He throws the ball well. He makes all the throws for a D3 quarterback. Throw a little much off the back foot, but
he can run. Yeah, he's a good quarterback.
But I really was impressed how their defense, after the first couple of drives, they just totally shut down North Central. And
I was kind of perplexed or interested that the quarterback for them came from Oklahoma State. Why was he coming from Division I? Yeah, he wanted to play for a winner, I guess, is what he said.
But he didn't get no NIL money.
No, not Division III.
I'm sure he could have found a place somewhere. He could have made a lot of money just going as a number 2 quarterback somewhere else.
Yeah, that was interesting.
But he wanted to play and win. North Central Illinois. This was their 6th consecutive trip to the championship game. Their coach, this was his 4th year. He's only lost 2 games, and there were 2 championship games, 2 out of the last 4 championship
games. The new
games.
Whitewater.
Yes, or the Mount Union.
Right, yes.
Yeah, hopefully these 2 teams could become those 2. But, River Falls, Matt Walker went there in 2010. His first 3 years, they won 4 games total.
Yeah.
And he went through a couple winless years. but the school stuck with him, and he stuck with a plan, and they built it up, and now they're living out the benefits.
Yes,
so
very good.
Yep.
Congratulations to those guys. All right, so the NFL has a wild card weekend coming up. The Packers and the Bears Saturday night.
Yeah, on Prime Video.
Yeah.
So 107.5.
Yes.
Destination
Check it out
point.
there.
But be interesting game. I guess the Packers are about as healthy as they can be. I guess,
And they're a 1.5 point favorite.
okay.
Well, they basically beat them the
They
first
beat
two
them. They beat them handily, and
Yes.
what they got in their own way. So,
Yes.
they have to stop the run.
Yep.
And they did. They did stop the run the last time they played. So
Mm-hmm.
we'll see what happens. If they would happen to win, they will know their destination because they'll be heading to Seattle.
Yes, that'll be the lowest seed. Yes. Rams and Carolina is the other game on Saturday.
That's interesting here. Carolina got in by the skin of their teeth, but they're at home against
Yeah.
the Rams. So they beat the Rams during the regular season too.
Okay.
So,
All right. Well, you never know in the
Rams
playoffs.
Rams are playing good ball, though.
Yes, they are.
They're not the team I would pick to win the NFC, but they're going to be right in there, I think. So
I think one of the better games of the weekend is going to be on Sunday, the early game, Buffalo at Jacksonville.
yeah, I do too. I think Jacksonville, quite honestly, right now, Larry is playing the best ball
Yeah.
in the AFC.
Yeah.
It seems like Liam Cohen, the new coach down there, really found the key to getting the best out of the quarterback there, Trevor
Lawrence.
Yeah. And then they also have a pretty awesome defense. So, yeah, that's the game I would pick out of any of them over the year. I think the Eagles-San Francisco game could be good, but that Jackson-Buffalo game really sticks out to me big time. So.
San Francisco, Philadelphia, not too bad at 3:30 on Fox
Yeah.
Sunday.
Yep. So, and then Monday night, Pittsburgh and Houston. So Pittsburgh getting in by the skin of their teeth, but
Boy, that brings back some memories of the late 70s.
yeah,
Pittsburgh and Houston.
Yeah.
Only that was the Houston Oilers.
There won't be no Earl Campbell to deal with either.
No.
But Houston, tremendous defense. So,
Yes.
In Aaron Rodgers' case, he will have DK Metcalf back. So
Yeah.
They really missed him against Baltimore.
So Seattle has the number one seed. Denver has the number one seed. Who do you have coming out of that NFC?
Right now, I am going to. Oh boy, I like the Rams coming out.
Really?
I
Okay.
do like the Rams. They were a team. They had Seattle beat that last time, and talk about the bad roll.
Yes,
there,
yeah.
I like Jacksonville coming out of that AFC. I do. Yeah.
Wow, the Rams and Jacksonville in the Super Bowl.
Wouldn't that be something?
Wouldn't that be something? That'd
Really going out on a limb. Here,
Yeah.
so.
I'm going to go with Seattle.
Yeah.
And Seattle, and I like New England.
I do too.
I wouldn't be surprised if it's Seattle and New
And I'll
England.
tell you what, if both teams win, that is going to be a major game next weekend because you're going to have Jacksonville going to New England. So
Okay.
that will be a great
Yes.
game. So
How Jacksonville plays in the cold.
yeah, absolutely, we'll see. Seattle. The biggest problem I have with Seattle, and I like Sam Darnold, but he hasn't done it in the playoffs.
Yeah,
And everybody's going to point back to his effort last year, and we'll see.
Different team, though.
But he has the best defense of anybody.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
So.
But it's a wild card weekend.
Yeah.
Anything can happen.
Hey, it's good football. It's good football.
We can pick them all we want, but it may not happen.
Absolutely.
Speaking of football, NFL football, 7 teams need a new head coach.
Yeah, I said they started off Sunday night. I was surprised at Raheem Morris after 2 years getting the axe, but they took the general manager right with them.
Yep.
So, but they were 8-9 2 years in a row. They do have a lot of talent. I said I kind of ranked these jobs. I took this off the internet, and they have Baltimore ranked as the best. They fired John Harbaugh after they have them ranked as the best destination. I got to agree with that.
Yep.
You got Lamar Jackson at quarterback, Derrick Henry, and everything. They had New York Giants second. I disagree. Jackson Dart is a good quarterback, but I would take Cleveland with that defense number 2.
Yeah.
And then they got Atlanta fourth, Arizona, some young talent. Tennessee has a quarterback in Cam Ward, and then Las Vegas is 7th with the overall first pick, though. So
I heard something interesting about that. I got less than a minute here. The Indiana coach,
yeah,
Cignetti, going to Las Vegas, getting the number 1 pick and taking the quarterback from Indiana.
Mendoza, yeah. I said the biggest problem is he just signed a huge new contract, and that'd be a huge buyout, I think, there. But we'll see what happens. But Las Vegas, to me, that is the management there is really lacking. I mean, I have nothing against Pete Carroll, but I do not think that was the right hire last year, and they proved it. So, so.
And one other thing here, Dallas Cowboy ex-coach Jason Garrett interviewing for the Tennessee job tomorrow.
Mike McCarthy is going to interview for the New York Giants job, too.
Okay.
So,
all right.
So,
there you go.
Speaking of ex-Cowboys. So.
All right. That's Two Guys on Sports, brought to us by All Motor Performance, Braun Concrete and Excavating, and Jeff Holthouse, State Farm agent. That's Two Guys on Sports. I'm Larry Hazer.
I'm Dick Olson.
We'll talk to you next week.